This is one of those movies where you're gonna see it and you're gonna like want to go out and just fight someone in the parking lot.
I know, exactly.
I was waiting.
Just like, I don't know you, but I want to fight you right now.
I was hoping someone was gonna spill popcorn on me. I'm like, you know what? Let's take this outside.
Exactly.
I've seen John Wick 2. I know what I'm doing. Hello and welcome to another episode of Whiskey Business. My name's Josh.
And I'm Mike.
And we are here to tell you exactly how drunk you have to be to see a movie. Today we saw...
50 Shades Darker.
No. No, we did not see that movie. I told you
we didn't see that movie?
No.
You weren't next to me when we saw...
Is that why you're in the bathroom for so long?
That... I guess that does make sense because I thought 2 really was different than 1. The only thing that shot off was...
Uh-oh.
Not...
The only gun he had was a penis.
Mr. Wick, do enjoy your party.
How good to see you again so soon.
Today we braved the crowds and pushed our way through the hordes of 40-year-old stay-at-home moms who are waiting to see this girl get fingered in a dungeon. And instead we saw John Wick Chapter 2.
How romantic. So glad it came out on Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh, Christian, light this candle in my butthole.
Oh, Christian, you're so rich and so troubled. That just turns me on.
You have a glider? Ooh, stick it in all my holes. John Wick Chapter 2 tells the story of John Wick, who 5 days after the first one ends up in a little bit of trouble when one of his old allies tells him that he basically owes him a huge favor, that he has no choice but to do it. Lo and behold, he does this favor and it does not go well. And he's in trouble, and some amazing action follows him, and this movie is an action lover's wet dream.
Yeah. It's clear that they took all the good stuff from the first one and was like, let's just do it more and do it bigger, but still in a great way.
I'll say that John Wick 2 does a great job of expanding the universe that was set up in the first one.
It's like a James Bond meets like a League of Assassins, which is so awesome. And you start to realize about all the rules of the hotel and then how and why he actually owes this guy a favor.
It's not just a generic revenge movie. There's a lot more really cool tech stuff going on. If you love action, there's no reason not to see this movie. This is the pinnacle of action. It's no more shaky cams of cutting and you're like, who the fuck
Jumping
punched
around,
who?
like, what's happening? I can't see anything. It's so dark I can't see anything.
None of that. No shaky cam. These are wide shots of showing Keanu Reeves just fucking knocking people out. There's a fight scene between Keanu Reeves and Common that is one of the best fight scenes I've seen in a long time, between just two people doing hand-to-hand, just fisticuffs, fucking each other up. And the whole time you can tell it's both of them. You can see their faces on the screen. Like, you know, they put some work into this shit to make this fight look good.
Keanu Reeves trained hard for this movie. We see one-legged takedowns, we see two-legged takedowns, we see throws left and right. The hard work that he put in for this role really pays off. And that alone is worth watching it.
This is what happens when your director is a stunt coordinator. The guy that directed this was one of the stunt guys on The Matrix, and he's come all the way up to here making movies now. And you could tell that this guy wants the fight scenes to look like they should look, because he fucking knows what he's doing. The action in this looks so much better than any other action because it's not relying on camera work, it's relying on the actors doing the fucking work and punching each other. One of the only negatives I can think of is the story is a little convoluted at times. His reason for getting back into it isn't really as compelling as the first one. Because when you're watching John Wick 1 and they kill a beagle on screen and you have a beagle at your house, you better hope to God that Keanu fucking murders these people, because I was pissed as fuck.
Okay, I'd do that for you too, you know that, right?
Don't fuck with beagles. It ain't cool. Okay? So, okay.
Matter of fact, any dogs. Okay,
Yeah.
any dogs.
Yeah, any dog for sure, but when you see a beagle die on screen and you own a beagle, I was with Keanu 100%. I don't care if he raped these people. I don't care if he killed their entire family, killed their children. I don't care what he had to do. But seeing him get revenge for that, it's pretty fucking inspiring.
Yeah.
When it comes to the sequel, it's not quite engaging when it's not really something so personal for him. It's more of this kind of like loophole that he gets tricked into, and it turns into he's wanted by some people. So I would say that's the only negative, but once this movie picks up, it's just fucking, it just goes. This action is fucking crazy.
There was so much drive in the first one because it was so emotional. This one was kind of lacking it, but it was still just a kick-ass action movie. I mean, if you like fighting movies, even just like guy movies in general, it was awesome.
I'd give this movie a sober. And that's, even with the negatives aside, I had such a great time watching this movie just because the fight scenes alone, just they're awe-inspiring to see this shit. The way everyone moves, it's so much fun to watch, and even though the beginning is slow, it still builds a pretty cool world, and I would be very interested in seeing another one, so keep them coming, because this was sick.
For my rating, I'm also gonna go with sober. I didn't think the movie was perfect, but this movie was damn good to get the highest rating. It really deserved it. I hope more movies are made like this. I can't wait to see a John Wick 3 if it comes out. I'm praying that it does. And I hope just people pick up on like the amazing qualities this movie has and put it into other movies as well. So, sober.
See this instead of seeing that girl get whipped. Okay? Go on the internet for that stuff. I don't understand why you have to go to the theaters.
It's free online.
There's one point where he's fighting this dude, he stabs him in the fucking side, and he grabs him by the back of the head, bends him over, and then shoots through his skull, brains everywhere. It was amazing to watch.
Yeah, what about that scene where he has that girl bent over on the rack and he's like taking like a belt and he's just like, call out the number, cha!
What?
Call out the number, ah!
No.
And she has to be like, 1, 2,
No, that's not.
3.
I told you we didn't see 50 Shades Darker.
That wasn't John Wick?
John Wick. You're not very good at retiring.
I'm working on it.
Cheers! Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and until next time, just remember, don't piss off John Wick, because he's gonna fuck you up.
Or his dog.
Either or his car. Don't fuck up the owner.
Yeah.